right, good morning. We are here at the open. Let's see what we might do. We'll see what they do at 60. We got a speaker here in another 10 minutes, but I don't want to give that too much weight, too much importance. I think that's that important. Let's put our, let's see our good questions up here. Where are they at? There we go. Are you acting in your own best interest right now? Are you following your process well? And are you moving closer toward the type of trader you want to become? Let's see if bears can push it down to 150 here. We've gotten rejected pretty good up at 85 thus far. Bears would probably be looking to try to take out the low here. There they go. Kind of saw that one based on the 1 minute and the 5. I mean, watching the 5, we could see that came up, tried 80 again, and there was a quick rejection there. So looking here at the 1 minute, you might see a little bit better. Quick move though, doesn't mean that you're just looking for quick movement there. Some trades that happen really quick. Others take quite a long time. It's all a different kind of trades. Some good kombucha this morning. All right, let's check in with your mind. How's your mind this morning? How's your mental capacity? How are your emotions? Are you submitting to the time frame? Are you submitting to the process? So much with trading has to do with us submitting to the rhythms of the market. So bulls would want to try to defend this. This is where we had the kind of a push yesterday, but overnight's price action was all the way down to 100, and then before the news, it was down around like 120. So overnight lows right about here. News before the pop was right around like 135, 140. So let's see if the bulls are around, they would want to defend that. And then obviously try to get it above the high here, this 80 level. Nice bar by the bulls here. All right, a few more seconds to go on this bar. Almost overtook this one here. Line in the sand so far is about like 63. Kind of like above it, it seems like the bulls are in control. Below it, the bears feel more confident. I don't know, obviously had a good rejection early on at 80. Bulls bought up 40, so kind of a tight range. We'll see who wins, who's in control. So again, another pop lower at 80. Looking at our 1 minute chart, and we can see how did it once. Looks like it's kind of doing it again. And so I think this level is important, this 63. Watch and see if we come up higher, if we're weak, and then push below it, or if the bears can just push below it right here. We do have this Fed speaker who just came on a minute and a half ago. So a lot of just observing, a lot of patience, a lot of waiting. All right, so under 63 now. Bears would want to try to keep it under that 65 level. So if you're a longer term swing trader, I wonder if you could sell here and then maybe sell a little bit more up at 90 if we get that high, and look ultimately for this low to be taken out. So yeah, we talked about 63 to 65. wants it back up again. She's a mover. Well, not really. It is NQ. It does move pretty good. See, the bulls are going to try it again. Remember, 63. The bulls wanted above 63 to feel like they're in control. $63 to $65, pretty much. There we go. A little rectangle there. So what do we got so far? We got some back and forth, battling it out. 2 rejections. Well, at 80. 1, 2 so far. It's at 60 level. So bulls will feel good if they can get it above 63, 64 and hold. Question is, are the bears around up here? Are the bears at 63? Where might they be? A lot of fake outs. Yeah, I hear you, Anthony. It's tricky when you're just at all-time highs. You just don't have the reference points like you're used to. But there's still trades to be had. Okay, so this bar still has a minute and 30. We had 1 push up to 60. I was talking about 63 to 65. Bulls would like to see it above that. Obviously, bears want to keep it below that. So bulls trying to defend this 130. Bears certainly defending the 65. I feel like the more I can treat every day like it's FOMC day, the better that I perform. Usually with FOMC, at least after the news, I don't trade anything for a bit. I just let stuff set up. I watch it. I'm patient. I'm aware that like anything can happen. And, sometimes there's nothing to do. There's nothing that I see. But then other times, through patience and through really having a mindset of, I don't know, I'll have to wait and see, you can get a pretty nice trade, a pretty clear picture at times. And so the more I can approach a day just with that point of view, I think the better off, for me at least. Another few seconds to go on this 5-minute bar. So far, the bears are trapping the bulls a little bit. Nothing major, though. It's a moderate trap. On this longer term time frame here, bulls would like to see this be kind of an inverse head and shoulders. Let's see if I can put it here. This is all RTH, so I feel like that's a reason they got some profit taking there. I don't know. I'm just saying like this is what the bulls would hope for. I'm not saying I'm bullish at this level, but they would like to see this hold in there. But they'd have to get this thing above 60 to 65. That's what they're hoping for. So far, what do we know so far? So far there has been selling pressure, but there's also there's a decent amount of back and forth. So if you are a bull, you're looking for this to hold. So, and then if you're a swing trader, you'd be looking for it to, you know, potentially get up to 60 and then take that out, hold it, and push up that way. That would be your hope and your desire. Again, that's just what the bulls are looking for. So far, bears are getting their way. They're pleased as long as we stay under this 160 area. But we'll want to watch and see how this bar closes. It's got another minute 50 to go. So, could close, let's see. Bears would be surprised and disappointed if it closes probably above like 135, even 132. But so far the bears are trapping them. Push down to overnight low there. So far bears are trapping the bulls. So at this point, to kind of get their mojo back, the bulls would want to get this thing probably above like 34, 33. Until then, bears are in control. What did we do yesterday? We bounced at this 40 level. Obviously we fell through it, but then we had a pretty quick and decisive push back up above it. And what are we doing now? Each bounce is being met by a sell-off. All right, let's look at our 1 minute. This thing's definitely widening, coming down lower. Pushing low, testing this low. See if the scalpers are in, if they're gonna try to buy and push us up to like 82. That's what a scalper would be looking for here. They'd be looking to probably buy at this 57, 58, push up to high 70s. Sure, their stop is at break even now. Okay. Alright, so that first touch, that's done. Anyone who's scalped there, I would think most of their stops could be at 59. Anyone who took a long scalp there. Based on this. Alright, so bulls didn't get the inverse head and shoulders, like I mentioned they'd be looking for. See if they get a double bottom here. Spar still has another minute and 10 to go. So again, until the bulls can claim like 32 to 35, bears are in control. Let's check in real quick. Oops, wrong one. With our questions. I want to be mindful. I want to be acting in your own best interest right now. Are you following your process well? And are you moving closer toward the type of trader that you'd like to be? Or toward that ideal self-image you have of yourself as you trade? Nice bounce here. Nice 30-point bounce. What was that yesterday? Yeah, bulls would probably want to get it above this 10 to 11 level. That's where let me see. So that was the big drive down the previous day, well, 2 days ago, I think on Monday. Pushed down and then came back to it, held that area here. So bulls would be comforted if we can get up and remain above this like 10 to 08 level. Really nice bounce there. Let's look at this is our longer time frame over here. So far bulls putting in a double bottom here. But it's still, I mean, we've had a nice bounce here, but until bulls can get it up to like 32, 33, it is the bears who are on the day. You know, it's the bears who are running things so far. They're the ones running the show. But bulls are giving them a run for their money down here at this level. Granted, we're 42 minutes into the day, so there's still a lot of day left. Even though we had this bounce, in my mind, I'm wondering if this is going to hold, if bulls get strong, and then ultimately get it back up to 32, 33, or if this is just an exaggerated move here, and the bears continue to kind of trap them and push lower. I don't know, to be determined so far. that's a lot of what trading is. It's just waiting and seeing, waiting and seeing. And sometimes with trading, you got a pretty good idea of what might happen. Other times you don't. So felt pretty likely that the scalpers would step in there. Or I shouldn't even say scalper. I mean swing trader, even someone who is short from here, or someone looking to initiate along. So this is an interesting area, right? Because you have people who are selling. You have people who are selling up here, looking for a break, hoping for it. And what do? Well, when it comes down to here, somewhere, they're exiting, so they're becoming buyers. But you've also got people who are initiating a buy as well. So you've got people who are in the trade, exiting, getting out of it at this level because they sold up here. They're buying. Maybe they're not buying all of it. Maybe they are. I don't know. But they're getting out. They sold it. They're buying. So they're unloading their position. And then you have new people coming into the market, probably buying, some at limit, some at market down here. and they're looking for that push up. So we know that that took place because we can see it in the price action here. Now the question remains, do the bulls get strong, or do the bears keep defending? So in my mind right now, I'm wondering, like I mentioned, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes ago, is this something where the bulls really firm up, they hold this, they defend it, they don't let it come back anywhere down below, say, 78 to 80? Very well could be that they defend this. If they don't, it would continue to be somewhat of a bear trap. So it's important with trading to know, when you should be trying to develop a hypothesis, a theory, and when you should say, okay, like that happened, this happened, whatever, now it's time to sit and get a little bit more data and wait until we make a new hypothesis. So again, bulls want it up to like 32 to 30 and to hold. So at this point, it's kind of a standoff, I'd say. A little bit of a standoff between bulls and bears. How about, let's look at our level here now. So I've talked about this 32 level. What might be a level below that the bulls do not want to see it get below? They don't want to see it start to eat back into this wick here. Put the check in up real quick. What's the market doing? What do we expect it to do? Are you in sync with the market? Do you have an idea about getting involved, and how would you rate it? If you don't have an idea, that's just fine. Do you feel compulsion to place a trade? Want to work on being self-aware. Okay, here's 78, 80. We'll see if the bulls show up here, if this is a retrace, or if the bears continue to push it lower, if the bears are trapping the bulls. That's what we want to know. 2 minutes left to go on this bar. So there was that push down to, looks like, yeah, about 78.5, 79. My levels today, they've been pretty accurate, I'd say. Talked about 63 to 65. Talked about 60. And just mentioned the 78 level down here. All right, 78 on the first touch, saw a bounce. This bar's got a little while to go now. Let's see what the, let's see. bears done? Have they? I don't know. I don't know. Let's wait and see. Wait and see. What do we know? We know that the bears don't want to see this 80 level hold, and the bulls get strength and push it up. What else do we know? We know there's a battle going on down here, right? A lot of wicks, a lot of indecision, a lot of back and forth. So sometimes for me it helps, like, versus having a real strong opinion, it'll just help to ask myself, what do the bulls want to see? And then what do the bears want to see? Bears want to see this level get taken out. Bears want to see a close below 80. Bulls want to see a close, probably above like 05, where it's closing out. If you're a bull, that's what you want to see. You want to see this bar hold right here. You'd like to see this be an end to the bear trap so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 20 minutes, 25, but 20 minutes of just a decisive battle going on. So if we can ask ourselves, if I was a bull, what would I want to see? If I was a bear, what would I want to see? That's usually helpful, and it can usually help us stay more objective. It can help us just observe well. Let's look at our levels down here. So let's say an important level now is 90. Oops, that's the wrong one. But we'll remember 90. Looking at kind of the 1 minute here. So on the day, the bears are in control. So does that mean if the bulls can't get it up, if they can't try this 120 again, that the bears just take it and push it lower? It could. Again, if you're a bull, you'd want to see this thing close much below, like, say, on the 5 minute bar. You don't want to see it close below like 180. Okay, bulls want to get this thing above 120. They do not want to give up, yeah, 90. They don't want to give up like 93. Okay, so let's look at our price action for the day too. This is helpful sometimes. There we go. Bulls pushing a little bit. Again, to get back control on the day, they want to close up here at like, they want to close it above and try to hold above like 130. What do we know for the day? Sometimes this is helpful for me in deciding if I want to stick out and try to buy a low or not, if I want to stay away. We can see there's a lot of back and forth here, can't we? I mean, we see that in the price action. It's back, it's forth, it's back, it's forth, it's undecided. It's up here, trying to do it, push it lower, and then same thing, a lot of back and forth here now. All right, this bar's got another minute and 5 to go. There we go, bulls trying to take control. Nice potential double bottom over here on the longer term time frame. And we'll see, the bulls want to rip this thing up. They want to rip it, get it above 64. So if you're a bull, kind of hitting the first level of resistance here. First test is this 33, 32 area. Might be getting a nice strong close here. It's got 20 seconds left to go on the close of this bar. So again, it's good to think, what do the bulls want to see? What do the bears want to see? Bears would love to see this bar come in. That would be a bear surprise if this bar would have pushed quite a bit lower here. Okay, so bulls are not encouraged by this move. If you're a bull, you're a little concerned. Now granted, this bar still has 4 minutes to go. This is where the bulls garnered their strength from, was this 100 to kind of 110 level. They pushed it up, but the bears met them right back here. So we want to see where this candle closes, what it does. Again, it's good to just observe well. Be a good observer. Back and forth. Look at that thing. Oh, 4. Oh man. Look at that. That's quite the pullback there. Quite the pullback. So this bar still has another 3 minutes to go. It's crazy how much can happen, isn't it? Within just 30, 40 seconds. A lot can happen. Hence the importance of patience. So let's look at that wick. Let's assess it, right? Let's assess it. If you were a bear down here, you were surprised by this. If you thought it's weak, they can't push this thing up, it's going back in, this red candle gave you the opportunity to get out. So if you were bearish here, if you didn't have a stop, you saw this push up and you're not happy at all. Then this push down here by the bears from up here, it gives those who are stuck down here a chance to get out. All right, so we couldn't get a close. We've had 10 minutes here to try a close above 32. This bar is almost done. I think bears are a little encouraged by this bar being retraced here. What do we got here? We were below 2110 for quite a while. Bulls tried. And so bears will want to see this thing. Again, we'll just ask, if you're a bear, what do you want to see? If you're a bear, you want to see this thing stay below like 21,112. If you're a bull, what do you want to see? You don't want to see it close on the 5-minute below 80. So it's helpful to think in terms of not what do I want to see, what do the different players in the market want to see? What do they want to see? Okay, so bulls have tried a few times to get a close above 130. Tried a few times. This bar is pretty new. It's still got 4 minutes on it. 4:15. Bears have also tried a few times to get something below 190, and they just can't get it. So if you're a bull, what do you want to see? You want to see 190 hold, probably even like 110, and then start getting some closes here above 132. If you're a bear, what do you want to see? You don't want to see a close on the 5 minute above probably like 135. If you're a bear, you want to see continued rejections of this 132 area. What do we got on the longer term? Well, look over here. If we really zoom in, there's a lot of resistance at 150. Let's look at this chart. Right? Is it 150? Yeah. We've been below it quite a long time. So I would think if you're a bear, you're still probably feeling good. We've been below this 150 for a while. We're not able to kind of pierce above and get above it. I feel like if we get another swoop down to like another push down to 100 here, that we could see the bears get a little bit more confidence, push us lower, because we have stayed under this 130 for a while now. Bulls have been trying to get above 130. They can't do it. We talked about that level earlier, like the 130 to 132, not getting it done. However, bulls they're defending this 80 to 90 area too. But it would appear that the bears are in control. We'll see if the bears can in fact take another push lower. They want to continue to keep it below 130. And they'd like to see new lows taken out. A lot of back and forth though. A lot of back and forth. See the bears step in there at 10, and now they want to, if you're bearish, you want to push below, you want to see something push below 190 here, or sorry, 0.90. So again, kind of like I mentioned up here, if you were bearish, I thought if you're a swing trader, you might be selling around the 60s and then probably add to it if you get up into like 90s here. At this point, I'm wondering for swing traders if they're selling a little bit here at 10 and then maybe even a little bit up more here in the 30s if we get that high, knowing that their line in the sand is probably about this 50 area. So again, if you're watching and you're unsure, it's okay to just observe. It's okay to stay out. It's okay to just watch. Spar's got another minute and 10 to go on it. It's kind of interesting. What do we got? It was like kind of coiling here, and now it's doing just more of the same, coiling here as well. So pretty tight price action. Let's go back to asking, what would the bulls want to see? What would the bears want to see? Bulls need to see it get above 32 or 30. They want to close over there. Bulls do. Bears desperately want to close below 90. We've been down here for quite a while now. It's been about an hour. rejection there at 130. Pretty good rejection. If you like the short, you could try to sell here. You'd be wrong about 130. And then look for a push lower. This bar's got another 3 minutes to go. So areas of difficulty for bulls are going to be 30 and then like 50. These, I think, would be the bulls' first hurdles, first battles. 30 and 50. Yeah, if you're short here, you could have your stop at like 24 even, I think. This bar's got 2 minutes to go. They've tried twice on this bar to get it above this area. I think a short at 14, you'd be wrong above 24, so you'd be risking 10 points. You'd want to see, I think you could give this one a little while. You'd want to see a push down here and then ultimately a failure. Want to see if they can get it down to like 85, 86. So that 14 level, that was the area you'd want to be short with the stop at 25, 24. This bar has a little bit more time on it still, but twice in this bar they've come up, then down, up again, then down. And then anyone who's like really strong conviction bearish, they might sell some more, up here at 38 or 40 if the bulls were so inclined to push it up that high. Bulls are hanging in there. They're not getting the follow through they had hoped for on this bar. But bears have kept it under 130 for quite a while now. Oh yeah. know it's a standoff right here. All right, so bear's got a little bit of that push lower, but not much follow through, at least on this bar. Not much. right, good push up there by the bulls. Bulls are thinking this is our chance. We got to get it above this 32 level. Their next area of concern is going to be 50. If they do, in fact, get it up higher, they're kind of it's still indecisive here. It's just choppy, just back and forth. Let's check in. Let's check in. What's the market doing? Bulls are holding us at 90. Bears so far keeping it below 32. And ultimately 60 to like 63. Are you in sync? Are you calm and easy? Are you searching for a trade versus letting one present itself? Can you identify a stop at a tight area? Do you feel you have to be active, or are you at peace waiting? Do you feel compulsion to place a trade? And you want to rate your day at the end of the day. How are you feeling? All right, Bulls a little encouraged here, getting a little bit of price action upward. All right. Well, not too much going on here. Not too much. Again, Bulls trying to get it above 32. Want to see a push up. Want to see a push up. I'm going to step away for just a minute, and I'll be back here probably like 10 minutes. I'll be back. Yeah, I'm going to step away. I'll be back in 10 minutes. All right, I'm back, but I'm gonna wrap it up for the morning. Had a touch up to 50. Looks like it. Well, almost 50. About 48, something like that. Push up, came right back in, and that's it for now. So, I think I'll be back. I may be back later today. If not, I'll be back tomorrow morning.